Hey guys, just finished watching Gotham, Season 3, Episode 20. Pretty hate machine. Wow, this was such a good episode. It has a 9.4 here on IMDb. And it is such a cool episode. I mean, it's a cool episode with different things. I mean, with, last episode we had Dr. Lee Tompkins infecting herself with the virus and then putting Jim in this trap where he is forced to take the virus, and now he has the virus inside of him. And then Bruce dealing with Bruce being kind of mind controlled, I guess. I'm not sure how this is working and stuff. It's going to be interesting to see how he ends off. How much is actually Bruce is in control and stuff. Because I feel like it's very vague about, there was the whole thing about him, the last, not most recent episode, but not this episode, but last episode, where he locked up his mother's tools and stuff in his mind, all that stuff to put away the guilt from his feelings on his parents murdered and stuff. So that was interesting, but it's cool. Like, I mean, just to see, I find it kind of vague how much he's in control right now and how much he's not in control, and how much it's going to play with this, and where things are going to go with this. It kind of looks interesting to see where that's going to go. And then you had the whole other storyline with the Riddler and Penguin, and then Fish Mooney showing up. I'm so glad that Fish Mooney is back. I really want to see Jada Pinkett return as a season regular for season 4. I think it would be awesome to see that. I definitely can't wait to see how they're going to how they're going to integrate those guys. And I find it interesting that she came back to 2 new guys, but no superpower monsters. I think it would be cool where some of the guys, there's that big guy with like the spikes from was the first episode of this season or something like that. Who had the big things that Jim Gordon was fighting when he was bounty hunter and stuff for these monsters. And just missing all those characters. It would be cool to bring them back. So it was really cool episode seeing all this thing happening, seeing the betrayals and things building up, and Bruce about to take off this bomb and setting off this bomb. Now we're going to have all these people infected and stuff. Who's not going to be infected? I mean, they have to have someone not infected. How is, Captain Barnes not going to be infected? I mean, is Alfred going to be affected? Is Bruce going to be affected? They were right. They were not out in the open, but they were not in a sealed room in that building. I don't think it was sealed unless did Bruce and this older guy, which I'm assuming now is not. I read the brief synopsis for next week's episode, and does it look like it's this guy is not Ra's al Ghul. That's probably setting up for next season to be Ra's al Ghul, so that'll be fun to see that. So it was cool to see this whole setup. But I mean, is Alfred going to be infected? Bruce going to be infected because they were close enough to see this stuff. I mean, they were not in the smoke, but is it not going to travel and infect thousands of people as it kind of like when an explosion goes and a nuke goes off, there's like fallout all over the place. So is that going to happen? The same thing. Part of it's going to be everywhere, and it's going to affect the entire city. So it's going to be fun to see how that goes, and then seeing is James Gordon going to be, with his powers, his stuff, not just going to be punching people and going out and killing everyone who's infected because that's what he wants to do, or something. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays and how and what it brings out in James Gordon. That'll be fun to see that and play with that. And then the trailers for next week's 2-part episode is going to be so fun. Looks like we see Selena Kyle in some sort of Catwoman suit with a whip and stuff. That'll be fun. Hopefully she learned. Hopefully there's something that came out of her falling and stuff and being brought back from the dead, pretty much, or out of a coma by Ivy. I'd like to see something come out of that rather than just kind of I don't know. I just want to see something. It just seems like there's a purpose to that fall and stuff. Although there's a cool fall and there was a cool homage to the Batman Returns movie and stuff, but I just think it needs to be a little bit more because you did push a character out of a window. I mean, it's one thing to acknowledge that, and I love it when they acknowledge the reference to other source material, to other versions of the Batman mythos and stuff. I love that, but I just wish that when you push someone out of a window, you gotta have it mean something. It just has to be something. It can't just be a reference for no reason. You can bring a car in or have someone say a line. It's a total reference. That's cool. But when you're pushing a character out of a window and stuff like that, there has to be a reason for it. So it's going to be cool to see what they go with that and where they go with the rest of things. See how much Fish Mooney will be in the next 2 episodes. Hopefully she's pretty big in that. Hopefully she also brings her full team and stuff. I'd like to see Mr. Freeze back and Bridget back as Firefly and stuff. It'd be cool to see them back, hopefully. And it's also going to be fun to see Ra's al Ghul back in the next 2 episodes, so that'll be fun. So definitely it was a great episode. It was really cool. Love the scenes with, you know, Gordon in the having to take the infect himself with the blood and stuff with the virus, and being buried alive. That was pretty cool with that. And then the whole things with everyone, and it was just cool. And then Lee Tompkins taking the virus and stuff. That was cool seeing him playing around. That's gonna be fun to see how that. And also, is Gordon gonna be more infected now because he was like in the room when the bomb went off and he got like blasted by all the stuff? Is he gonna be super infected and like crazy? You know, it'd be cool to see how that works and how things go with this. So it's gonna be a fun episode, and I definitely can't wait to see where things go for season 4. Really excited. So let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below about season 3, episode 20 of Gotham, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.